Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Your Journey Yoga. My name is Natalia, and today we have an Oracle Yoga and meditation practice. It has been a long time since I have been able to film one of these videos, and it feels so good to be back. So thank you so much for being here. We are going to get a card from my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and we're going to utilize the energy of that card to cultivate a yoga flow and a guided meditation to work with this energy. So let's see what wants to come through today. What is the most supportive, nurturing energy for this collective? We have two cards. We have Serendipity and Come to the Edge. The energy of the Come to the Edge card is one of taking a leap of faith, even in the face of your fears, especially in the face of your fears. And paired with the Serendipity card, the message that's coming through for me is trusting the synchronicities, trusting the signs, really taking the time to attune to the way that life speaks to you, the way that the universe speaks to you, following that little magical trail of breadcrumbs as you go after what it is that you want, even when you feel a little afraid, even if it's guiding you to an edge, a ledge, a cliff of some sort that you may need to leap off of. So, we're going to cultivate a yoga flow from this on the fly, as well as closing with a guided meditation. So, let's start today in a seat. And as you come onto the ground, just take a moment to maybe roll the shoulders, move the head and neck a little bit here. Start to feel your sit bones connecting with your mat, connecting with Mother Earth beneath you, and begin to find a nice tall spine. Letting the lower half of your body be a grounding, centering force. Maybe drawing the low belly up and in a little bit here so you can lift the heart a little bit higher, open it a little bit more. Keeping your shoulders drawn away from your ears. Letting the muscles of your face soften. And let's take a big full inhale in. And a slow exhale out. Inhale in, holding at the top. Exhale out with a sigh. One more just like that. Inhaling, holding out the top. And exhale with a sigh. From here, we're going to start to move the head and neck a little bit more intentionally, just checking in with the muscles here. Notice if one side of the neck maybe feels a bit more tense or sticky than the other. Hearing all of the little noises of the neck, maybe some snap, crackle, pop. I've got that going on myself. We'll start to bring the head back over the heart, heart over the pelvis, sitting up nice and tall as you reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, cactus, open the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus, open the heart. Arms reach up high. Cactus one more time. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale in. Exhale out. From here, transition into a tabletop pose. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Lengthen through your spine. And tuck your toes here and just lift the knees an inch or two off of the earth, drawing your low belly up and in, connecting with your center, your power. Keeping that spine long, shoulders away from the ears, pressing the earth away from your hands as you inhale and exhale. One more. Good. Lower the knees. Extend that left leg out long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, extend. Knee to nose. Open up. And then step that left foot up and through to a low lunge. Anchor into all four corners of that front foot. And as you're ready, slowly rise up. Anjaneyasana. Taking a breath in here. Exhale, hands at your sides. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fingertips down to the earth. Straighten your front leg, sending that left hip back. Crown of the head draws towards your front toes. And just breathe into your hamstring here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, look forward, roll through that front foot, lift your back knee, plant your right palm, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Big breath in here. Exhale as you lower that left hand down, step that left foot back, breathing in your plank here. So again, pressing the earth away from your hands, draw that low belly up and in as you lengthen the crown of the head forward, lengthen out through your heels. Take a breath in. Exhale out. Lower the knees down to the earth. Find a round of cat-cow. And then come back to a neutral spine. And we'll extend that right leg out long on an inhale. Knee to nose. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Step that right foot up and through low lunge, finding all four corners of that front foot, lengthening your spine and press into the front foot as you rise up, low lunge. Take a breath in here. Exhale, hands at your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fingertips down to the earth. Send those hips back into your half splits, toes to the sky, crown of the head reaching towards the front of your mat. Few breaths as you open up through that right hamstring, drawing that right hip crease back. On your next inhale, look forward, roll through your front foot, lift the back knee, left palm plants, reach that right arm up to the sky, find your twist. Big round of breath here. Bring that right hand down to the mat, step that right foot back into your plank. Nice long spine, lift the belly up and in, press the earth away from your hands, take a couple breaths here, feel your strength, your power, your ability to take on hard things. Good, lower those knees back down to the earth, find a round of cat-cow. Coming back to a neutral spine, we'll inhale, extend that left leg out long. Exhale, step it up and through low lunge. Send the hips back into your half splits, taking a round of breath here. And then tuck your back toes, roll through the front foot, and press up to a standing splits. Anchoring into all four corners of your left foot as you lift up through the left hip. Square those right toes down as you reach out through that right heel. Big, big inhale. Exhale, step that right foot down to the mat. Press into your front foot. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Swoop that right arm down and back, warrior two. Press into your front foot, straighten your front leg. Reach the right hand for the left wrist, bending towards the back of your mat. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, release warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down into a lunge twist. Plant the right palm, left arm reaches up to the sky. Nice. From here, anchor into your right palm, connect with your core, step that left foot back into Vashisthasana. Lifting up through that left hip, through the left fingertips, pressing the earth away from your right hand. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring that hand down to the earth. Lower those knees to the mat, find a round of cat-cow. Come back to a neutral spine. Extend the right leg out long. Step it up and through low lunge. Send your hips back, half splits. Take a round of breath here. Tuck your back toes. Roll forward as you press up into standing splits. Anchoring to all four corners of your right foot as you lift up through the right hip. Lengthen out through that left heel as you square the toes down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step that left foot back. Anchor into that front foot as you rise up, crescent lunge. Deep inhale. Swoop that left arm down and back, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach the left hand for the right wrist, bend towards the back of your mat. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, release back, warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down into your lunge twist. Plant that left palm, reach the right arm up to the sky. Now anchor into that left hand, connect with your core, step back into Vashisthasana. Lifting that right hip high, reaching up through those right fingertips. Big inhale. Exhale, bring that hand back down to the earth. This time, send the hips back to downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit. Connect with the flow of your breath. Notice if there's any heat pulsating through the body. Any discomfort that may have risen. Utilizing this heat, this active energy, to connect with your ability to work with fear, to come to the edge, to be clear enough to follow the trail of breadcrumbs of synchronicity. Take an inhale. Exhale out. Anchor into your right foot, reach your left leg up high. Exhale, shift it forward, knee to nose. Send it back. Low lunge. Anchor into your left foot. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Airplane, arms and torso. Arms high. Airplane. Arms high. Airplane, maybe you press off your back foot into your warrior three. Leveling out those right toes. Open up through the heart. Shoulder blades draw down the back body. Big breath in. Exhale, step that right foot back. Whee! Come back to your crescent lunge, arms reach high. Exhale, step that back foot to the top, feet together, hands together, Samasthiti. Recenter here as you inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, feel the heat. Exhale to ground. Root the left foot as the right leg reaches high. Shift it forward, knee to nose. Send it back. Low lunge. Anchor your front foot. Rise up to your crescent. Take an inhale. Airplane. Arms high. Airplane, arms and torso. Reach it up. Airplane, maybe you come into that warrior three. Press off your back foot. Open up through the heart. Reaching the heel and the fingertips back. Take an inhale. Exhale, step it back. Reach your arms high. And step the back foot up, feet together, hands together, Samasthiti. Big breath here. And an exhale. Inhale, arms reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold a little bit deeper. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Toes turn out and start to sink down in your hips, coming into Malasana. Using the elbows to open the knees a bit wider. Lengthening that tailbone down towards the earth. Back of the neck is nice and long. Pressing into all four corners of both feet. Really powering up from the earth. Finding that support that is with you all the time. That which helps you come to the edge. Take an inhale, breathe it in. Exhale, lower down into that support. Bring the legs out in front of you. Reach your arms up to the sky. And fold over your legs. Feel free to round the spine here, forehead towards your knees. Beautiful. Slowly begin to release, rolling up through the spine. And from here, we'll move into our meditation. So if you would like to do this meditation lying down, you absolutely can. If you would like to grab a block or a pillow or a bolster to sit up on, please feel free to do that as well. And just give yourself a couple moments to settle in. There's no rush. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Get centered, get the hair out of your eyes. And just let yourself settle a little bit. Bringing all of that energy that we just cultivated, all of that bravery that we just cultivated, and letting it land. Letting it land in the body, letting it land in the heart. Noticing how the breath is. Sending it some gratitude for carrying you through this practice. Noticing how the heart is beating. Maybe observing where else in the body you can feel the beating of your heart, or the pulse of your veins, the aliveness of your body, of your heart. And extending some gratitude to the bravery of your heart. This part of you that physiologically keeps going. The heart keeps beating, the lungs keep breathing. This life force exists in you. And connecting with this sense of bravery, this consistency, this is something that can carry you to the edges that scare you the most. Sometimes the signs and synchronicities lead us to things that feel intimidating. Maybe we don't know if we can bear it, if we can hold it all, if we can take it on. And in those moments, maybe we can call on the bravery of our heart and the consistency of our breath. Maybe we can remember that the support of Mama Earth and the warmth of Father Sun are here, surrounding us, holding us at all times. If there's anything in your life that's stirring up fear within you, just take a moment to honor the fear. Maybe even attuning to where you feel the fear in your body so that you know it. So that when it arises, you can lovingly call it out and say, I see you, I feel you. Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for your medicine. Thank you for showing me my edges of growth, where I am ready to expand. Thank you for leading me to the higher calling of my life. Let these words, let this knowing land inside of you for a few breaths here in silence. As you get clear on what fear feels like, let yourself also get clear on what trust feels like, what your inner knowing feels like. Let that be the guiding hand that walks you to the edge with your fear or without it, wherever you are. Let that guide you. Let it be reassuring of all the magic that is within you, knowing that you have everything you need to traverse the trail before you. Trusting in your breath, trusting in your heart. Trusting in your interconnection with the web of synchronicity that is all around you all the time. Stay here for as long as you would like. Feel free to pause the video and just rest, notice, go inward. I have tons of additional resources, free and paid, on my website, on Spotify, on Insight Timer, here on YouTube as well. I'm here as a guide, as a companion on your journey. And it is a pleasure to do so. So thank you for showing up. If you'd like to join me in bringing hands to heart center or to your third eye, please do. You have everything you need. Come to the edge, take that leap of faith, and trust in the signs and synchronicities. I'll see you in the next practice. Namaste.